Hey guys, it's Greg at Vanguard Motor Sales. Man, I got a really special car for you today. This Camaro is a ZL1 and it's the Panther edition. That's right, it's got the Panther paint on it. Man, she is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous car here. LT4 under the hood, making 650 horse. And this car is number 35 of only 350 cars ever built. This is one rare beast right here. And this baby's got just under 50 miles on it right now. And I tell you what, she is beautiful. Of course, it's got the flow tie, you know, big hole in there, so let some more air in there. As you look down the side, man, that flat paint is just looking absolutely gorgeous. You want to talk about the only guy in the parking lot? You will be the only guy in the parking lot with one of these. These are super special cars, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Of course, she's got carbon fiber wing on her, and we've actually got a Panther right in there also, which is super cool. Be kind of hard to see on tape, I think. Then, of course, the interior, absolutely gorgeous. My favorite color, black. Little red stitching in there to make it look good. You see that 6-speed shifter in there. I mean, everything about this car is just absolutely gorgeous. Of course, there is a back seat in there also, so you can take the kiddies for a little ride. She is a beauty, man. And you want to talk about fast? This thing is grease lightning fast. Super cool car right here, guys. Going to be the only one in the neighborhood with one of these, I guarantee you. She is gorgeous. Love this paint. Then, of course, it's got the shiny black stripe going down the deck lid here and on the roof. She is a beauty, man. I tell you what, love it. Now, this is the view that most people are going to get of the car right here, be the back end of the car, because you're going to fly by them when you're hopping on the expressway. As you look down the passenger side, again, that paint is just absolutely gorgeous. I love the flat paint. She's just, I mean, it looks like Darth Vader, right? Stealth mode, guys. Now, I know you want to hear this baby fire up, but before we do that, let's go out in the shop and see what's going on. Now, we're right here in the Motor City, so we've got great facilities for working on old cars. You know, this is where they were all born. Now, we've got 25 lifts in here, 15 full-time mechanics checking stuff out. And then about 2 miles from here is our main showroom where there's over 150 cars there. So we own all of our inventory here at Vanguard. We don't do any consignment whatsoever. And a lot of people ask us, where do we find all these awesome cars? Where we're hopping on airplanes, getting in cars, driving thousands of miles, getting on our hands and knees with flashlights, checking out the bottoms of cars. We're checking them out top, bottom, inside and out. We're really picky about every car that we buy. The paint, the chrome, the underside, the suspension, the motor, the interior. Now, once we get them back here, the mechanics fully inspect every one of the cars before we park your dream in your driveway. All right, guys, unfortunately, this is where I'd normally be driving it, but because this thing's only showing 48 miles, I'm not gonna put any more miles on this baby. So you can put it in your collection with super low mileage. Of course, you got all your controls on the steering wheel. You get your paddle shifters. It says rev match here. So of course, when you downshift, it's gonna rev match you. So if you're in 4th gear and you stab it into 2nd, it's gonna bring the RPMs up to where they need to be. So you don't, you know, again, rev match. You've got your modes here. This is where you put it in track mode or street mode, or it's probably got a slick mode. Yeah, it says snow and ice, tour, and so it's got 4 different modes. You get your parking brake here, your 6-speed shifter here.
One of the things I think it's cool with these Camaros is you see the temperature going up and down. You actually set your temperature for the left and right by twisting the outside of the vent, which is super cool, I think. Then of course you've got buttons all the way across here and knobs all the way across. I really like the buttons and knobs instead of having just one big touch screen. I mean, this thing is awesome. So before we put it up on the lift, we're gonna do just a quick pull out for you so that you can see exactly what it looks like going down the road.
We are underneath the Panther now, and it looks exactly like you would expect a car with this low of mileage to have. I mean, it looks brand new right off the factory floor. I mean, she is pretty. I mean, there are stickers all over the place down here. I even see stickers on the exhaust. Actually, on this side, you can see it on this side, still on there. I mean, you see all these paper stickers, everything looking absolutely gorgeous. Of course, it is independent suspension, if you didn't pick up on that. It's got big old disc brakes. Exhaust looks like it's brand new. Everything under here. Some grease pencil marks here, or some paint marks. Look at this. This is actually fuzzy, almost like material, and it is clean as a whistle. Of course, you see the manual transmission. That's one of the things that everybody loves about this baby. I mean, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Now look at the aluminum up here too. All the aluminum up here is bright and shiny. And then those gigantic calipers up front, man, you gotta clamp down on this thing to hold that horsepower on this Panther. I mean, she is amazing. Look at them babies. Absolutely gorgeous. Now the nose is in beautiful shape. I don't see a scratch on the nose. I don't even see a little scratch. Usually you can see just about a little scratch, but man, I don't see a mark on it. Looking beautiful. And then of course the tires. These tires also, one of the things is don't drive these when it's cold out. These are the Eagle F1s. I believe it's like, it needs to be more than 40 degrees out. I know a lot of them are 30 degrees, but 40 is probably a safer number. 285 30 20s. You can see those Brembo brakes there. Isn't that cool? And now look down the side of this thing, man. You want to talk about gorgeous. That Panther paint is looking absolutely beautiful. You see the rocker is actually bright and shiny. That's cool. Kind of really sets it off. A lot of times it's vice versa. The doors bright and shiny and the rocker's flat. Now out back we got a little more tire. 305, 30, 20s back here, and again, those Brembo brakes. And again, these are the Eagle F1s. This thing's ready to go, guys. Let's get under the hood. Check this beauty out, man. You want to talk about gorgeous? Look at that big old supercharger sitting on top of this baby. Yeah, 650 horse, it's an LT4. 650 foot-pounds of torque. I like the fact that they made the torque and the horsepower the same. Then I don't have to remember as many numbers. Of course, she's got power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, everything you'd expect on a car today. Everything looking absolutely cool under here. Now, as you can see, the battery's not up here in the engine compartment, so if you do have to jump start this thing, you can use the negative lug here, and then there's a positive lug right there. Or if you want to put a trickle charger on it. If you're not going to drive the car a lot, I'd expect you to put a trickle charger on it, because even though you're not driving it, that computer is still on, so it's using just a tiny bit of energy, and if you leave it too long, it is going to drain your battery. I mean, you can see everything looks just like you'd expect. Looks like brand new under the hood. I mean, she is rare. Now, don't forget, they only made 350 of these babies, so I believe this was number 35 of the 350, so it's a pretty special car, guys. So give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this Panther in your driveway.